All right, we the Kings. Thanks for joining the Hot Topic. The Hot Topic.
Let's go.
What's up, Hot Topic?
Thanks for coming early. You are our first band, first interview. You're really setting the tone.
It's all downhill from there.
I was just saying, if this goes terrible, it's on you.
Yeah, exactly. We are the best, but also
Yeah.
we're the worst because we are the first.
So, how was your pool party warm-up you guys did yesterday?
It was awesome. It was freezing.
Yeah,
and it was windy. We were just saying it. So we played 2 years ago at the the first inaugural When We Were Young festival, and the first day of that festival was a Saturday, and it was too windy to set up the stages, so it got canceled. So there were 70,000 of the saddest human beings walking around Vegas like zombies, so sad that their favorite festival and all their favorite bands couldn't play. We show up, and we're flying in on the turbulence of like the aircraft, and we're like, oh my God, it's happening again. Like we're going to, and so yesterday, we were doing this, and they moved it from the outside beach club to the inner part.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, it's happening again. It's happening again. And then we woke up today, still chilly.
Yeah.
Still like a little bit windy, but not like it was the other day. So we're like, thank God.
Yeah.
Finally.
Does not seem like there's any wind tunnels going on or anything like that. Yeah,
exactly.
that year, man, I remember all the displaced emo kids out in the streets. Like,
I know. It was post-apocalyptic for sure.
Yeah, it was like emo zombies. Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday was awesome. It was a lot of fun. But we're ready. Like, that's nothing compared to what today is going to be.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
So,
tomorrow.
you guys are playing this album, We the Kings, We the Kings. Look at these
We are.
We are.
guys.
Look at those babies. I don't even recognize that.
What a good-looking bunch. Oh,
Might as well add
scallywags.
another E to that. We Kings.
Yeah. We thought, so for those of you who don't know, and you might not know, obviously We the Kings makes music. Obviously we tour.
What?
Obviously, yeah. Surprise.
Cancel this. We're done.
But one of the things that we're most proud of is that the four of us are all dads, and we're happily married, and we have beautiful kids. We make babies.
Music.
So we thought it would be funny to start a band for our kids called the We Kings, like WEE,
I love
and
it.
have them start a band. We could all be the management.
Yes. Yep.
I think there's a lot of
take it,
Hot Topic could have
We're
the
gonna
We
take
Kings.
50%.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I am a dad as well, so my son can interview your
Congratulations.
kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's how.
Oh my God.
There we
The
go.
only interviews they take are also little
Yeah.
kids. That's amazing.
Yeah, it would just be the most adorable cluster.
Yeah, our kids are like 10 years old and under, so it's
My kid's 5, so
yeah,
he
that's-
knows most
Great
of those.
age. Great age.
Yeah, that's perfect. To see a bunch of kids in an interview, it would be
Yeah.
a lot like seeing We the Kings in an interview.
Yeah.
Like it's
Probably very
not
similar.
very different.
Have you guys ever played this album in full all the way through before?
We did
We
7
did
years ago.
we
did.
did a
Japan.
10-year tour.
Japan
We
tour.
did a 10-year celebration of that record,
Okay.
in which we played. We didn't do it front to back, but we played every song on that record, and it was a lot of fun. We're deciding to change it up a bit for this festival.
Okay.
Because it's
Make sure we get all the songs in.
Yeah, you have a. I don't know if it says it on here, like the runtime, but
I think it's like 34 minutes or 35 minutes.
yeah. So if I don't say hi, we are We the Kings, we might be able to finish the entire
Race
set.
car through it.
Exactly.
I get it. Well, obviously a big hit from the album. Check Yes Juliet.
Yeah.
But undoubtedly, a rival to that might be Check Bet Juliet.
Check that.
Can we
Juliet.
get an
That,
official version of that?
That was fun. Jax is insane, and all the best way. She's like one of the most like creatively talented people I've ever met.
Yeah.
So she came up with that idea for that, and I had to like research what a lot of those words meant because I'm old.
This is the dad vibe right here.
Yeah. Up to brush up on your Gen Z lingo for
Exactly.
sure.
So she kind of like filled me in on all that stuff. But yeah, if you haven't heard, there is a Jax We the Kings version of Check Yes Juliet called Check Bet Juliet, and it's amazing.
I love it, man. Have you seen the memes going around? I mean, this is kind of a while ago, but that the Check Yes Juliet is related. It's like basically the same like idea of Love Story by Taylor Swift. Like it's Taylor Swift's Love Story as a response to Check Yes Juliet.
Travis loves
I don't
this
know if I'm
story.
allowed to say this on. No,
Please do.
I will say it. Okay. So in 2008, we went to the MTV Tiara finale,
Preach.
and it was amazing. And it was Snoop Dogg, it was Ludacris, it was Kid Rock, it was Fall Out Boy,
Oh my.
Taylor Swift, and We the Kings. I don't know how we got looped into that group, but I feel very blessed and fortunate that we were. And Taylor came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you Travis from We the Kings?" And I was like, "Yeah, hi, nice to meet you." She's like, "I just want to say that Check Yes Julia was one of my favorite songs of this year." And I was like, "That's a massive thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's amazing." And then I heard Love Story, and I was like, maybe she was inspired a little bit by that melody.
We gotta dig into that.
Yeah, we
What
gotta
year
dig
was that?
So we released our record, that song specifically, on October 2nd of 2007.
End of September.
Wow. Yeah, I think there's a connection there. Somebody's got to get a hold of T-Switch. We got to figure this out. We need confirmation.
Swifty, bring us on tour.
Yeah.
No, we honestly, music is funny like that because there has been so much music. It's very difficult not to have something sound
cyclical,
like something different.
Yeah.
And I think when you write music, sometimes you're like, okay, this might be close, it might be familiar, but it's not like a complete ripoff.
Right.
And sometimes that can be like a good thing because fans are like, I like this sound. I don't know why I like it, but it's familiar.
Oh yeah, it definitely taps into that different part of your brain. And I don't think obviously she ripped you guys off. It feels more like a response track, honestly.
I think she did.
Yeah, you know what? Take her down.
We don't want to start that battle.
We're gonna lose that one.
But I do want to shout out to
10
my
times
Uber
up.
driver in Vegas, who was like, "Hey, you playing a band?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What's the band name?" I was like, "We the Kings." So he puts up on his phone the Check Yes Juliet video.
Yeah.
In front of the windshield, and is watching it while we drive down the strip, and I'm just like, I'm obviously grateful, but at the same time wanting to arrive alive.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I hope he's driving like a Tesla, so it's like
It was a Tesla.
Yeah,
It was a Tesla.
he's not actually at the wheel.
Yeah. But he was funny because he was like, I really like it. So, do you guys just write all your music? And I was like, yeah. I was trying to answer everything as quick as possible so that he would
keep his eyes on the road.
focus on the road. But he was really cool.
That's hard to probably give a rating on that after give the driver a rating
I
later.
gave
It's
you
like
5 stars.
I want to give you 5 stars because you're nice to me, but you also endangered the crap on my life. So I don't.
Could you imagine he was like, the dude from We the Kings gave me 1 star? I was like, oh, I'd never. Actually, I give everybody 5 stars. That's a fun Uber fact for
man.
We the Kings. I don't have
give
an
him the
envy to give
stars.
even if it's an awful ride, I'll still be like 5 stars.
Usually a 1 or a 5. There's never like.
I've never given a 1.
I've never given a 1. It's
Well,
always
again,
a
you don't want to be like the guy from We the Kings gave me a 1-star review just because I dropped out 45 minutes late.
Yeah. Although my score setting for Uber is like 4.89. I was like, somebody didn't give me a 5, and it's like
You're out there doling
such
out
a
5
trigger.
stars and
such a
somebody-
trigger for me. I was like,
Yeah.
somebody somewhere didn't give me a 5.
Somebody doesn't like
You really
Check Yes
don't drive
Juliet.
yourself anywhere, do you?
Not a lot.
So what is next after the When We Were Young festival? What's the next plan? What are you guys working on?
When we were young, so we just released a new song for Disney. They did a whole new soundtrack with a bunch of our friends' bands, and we got to reimagine the Hercules soundtrack single "Go the Distance."
So good. Did you guys get to pick that?
We did, yeah.
Nice.
I always thought like
Very underrated.
like a
animated film.
redheaded superhero was for me like what I aspired to be.
Yeah.
Was a god.
He's a Greek god, you're right. I've always aspired to be like somebody that helps and inspires and is also redheaded, so I got that going for me. So we got to pick that song. It ended up being so fun to put together.
Yeah.
So we're doing some stuff for Disney throughout the rest of the year, and then it's back to We the Kings, and we're right now
Touring.
recording
music.
a new record that will come out next year, and then back on the road.
Very cool. Very cool.
We're talking about a tour. I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna manifest into the world.
the camera when you say it.
We are talking about a potential Delilah versus Juliet tour
Ooh.
with Plain White Tees and We the Kings.
There we go. You guys can play the songs at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's the twist. Whoever plays it loud, yeah.
I got one more question I'm going to ask all the bands here. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a thinker. I'm sorry. What is the greatest song of all time?
Cole, I'll start with you. Cole is our resident jukebox.
There you go.
So, like, he'll be on piano, and we'll be like, hey, play this song, and he'll take, like, 3 seconds, where it looks like he just blacked out, and then he'll like, go to it.
I'm going to say, because the first one that comes to my mind from a recorded version, from an arrangement standpoint, Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Hard to argue with.
Yeah. I'm going to say Check Yes.
You can say your own song, man.
Well, hold on. That song, I will say, propelled this band and made our dream become a reality. So in a lot of ways, that is my favorite song in the world.
As my guitar gently weeps.
You got one?
Ultimately, like Hey Jude is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hey, Jude.
Blackbird is another good one.
I was going to say Black. So my mom taught me Blackbird when she was teaching me guitar. So again, maybe not my favorite song in the world, but something like I hold.
There's
songs
just
very
so
near and
many,
dear
to
to
be
my
honest
heart.
with you.
Check
No,
Yes,
it's a lot to
Blackbird.
It's hard to tell.
Very, very similar.
Something.
Don't forget the song Hinder, Lips of an Angel exists, by the way. That is also
I'm going to go with
I want somebody to say that one.
George Harrison, Something.
There
The most
we go.
beautiful song
And then
maybe
Nickelback.
ever written.
Photograph.
Give me your phone.
I'm using Nickelback Photograph. That's what we're going with.
There we go.
He's awesome.
All right,
It's a good
guys.
song.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you,
with us.
guys.
I look forward to seeing your set later. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for
Let's
hanging out on
go.
Topic.